Hello everybody, it is me, Darcy. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the Unnamed Podcast. The time of the day, the week, the month, the year.
Oh jeez.
Where I sit here with this.
Yeah.
And talk rubbish.
Yeah.
Whatever else comes to my mind. As I say, it's usually my mind. Sometimes his mind.
Yeah.
But we're still not sure whether or not that actually functions.
Hey, whoa. It does.
Not.
Wow.
So guys, let's get started the way we usually do, with a little bit of channel news.
Yes.
Chris, take it away.
So, Monday this week was some Indiana Jones. Continuing on with that.
Yep. Let me tell you, that was a hell of an edit. Yeah. I did actually miss a little bit of the recording because I was running around doing shit at the same time, so I was pausing the recording, and I came back at one point and just forgot to restart it.
Oh, the thing you mentioned last week. Yeah.
So that was at the start of this one. Honestly, guys, you didn't miss too much. It was literally just me eating a bunch of bread and then punching a dude in the face a bit. In terms of this thing you could have lost, definitely the least harmful one there.
Boy,
We got through that one where it's like, oh my god, I didn't get to see him eat bread and punch a dude. Dude, you can just go to your fridge, get some bread. Don't know why you're keeping bread in your fridge, but you know, maybe you do that. Maybe it's hot where you live, and you don't want moldy bread.
oh, that's fair.
So, get your bread, eat some, punch a dude in the face. Just walk out on the street and be like, eat some bread, punch a dude in the face.
No, but they want to watch that happen. So they've got to set it up so someone else is punching someone
Go
else.
to your friend's house, feed him some bread, get him to punch someone else in the face.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Pretty straightforward.
That's all that happened. That's all that happened. So you didn't miss a lot. And then obviously we went on to do more missions because we needed to get a key to unlock other things. And so yeah, we went off. Yeah. We did some missions. We helped out some nuns. I broke into a museum. Seems kind of counterproductive for Indiana Jones. He's supposed to take things to a museum.
Yeah, but that's his museum that he takes it to.
No, it wasn't. It was someone else's museum that I was breaking into.
No, but that's fine. Because now you're going to take that thing and take it to his museum.
No, I just went in there to beat some dudes up.
That's it? Okay, fair enough. So you weren't even taking them?
No, I took nothing but one photo.
Did you damage anything?
Yes.
See, now that's counterproductive.
Fascist skulls.
I meant in the museum. Okay, let me be a bit more specific. Exhibits in the museum?
Not in this episode. In the next episode, I might keep it in, I might remove it, but I do go back there at one point and I am just throwing shit around there.
Jesus Christ.
Well,
See,
I thought there might be a puzzle. I
counterproductive.
thought there might be a puzzle. I'm like, whoa, you've put 3 things here on plinths. I'm like, maybe if I lift them up, there might be something written on the plinth. So I pick them up and I throw them. I'm like, okay, there's nothing on that plinth. But maybe, because basically, at the end of the museum, like you go through all the museum and there's this safe that's sitting there, right? And in all the safes I've come across so far, the hint or the code is written nearby them.
Well, it's understandable.
So I'm like, okay, there's a safe here. Now, okay, I'm not gonna lie, my first reaction was, maybe I can guess the code. And so I just went up and put in 4 random numbers, and I was like, well, that didn't work.
I wonder why.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Okay, my first reaction.
I mean, look. There is a possibility that you could have gotten that correct.
Yes,
but it's a super low.
It's a non-zero possibility.
Exactly, but it's almost 0.
But anyway, my point is that for some reason I finished the first half of this mission because the first half's in the museum, the second half's in a tower.
Yeah.
Classic mission breakdown.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm at this this safe. I'm just like, I've got it. It's this number. I'm like, nope, that was wrong. Don't know why I thought it was that specific number. That number's being nothing.
Hey, look.
That number's not even
could be correct the first time. You just like.
You know how there are 4-digit codes in the world of gaming that pop up.
Oh yeah, pretty much.
Well, it wasn't even one of them. It was just a random 4-digit code that I was like, yep, this is 100% it.
Fuck's sake.
But yeah, so I end up not unlocking that, but I've already filmed the second part of that episode where I do finally unlock that chest, that safe. But my thoughts are, well, maybe it's up in the actual museum.
Yeah.
I also have that kind of same thought when I'm in there in this episode where I'm like, wait, there were some stone tablets with writing on them back in the other room. And I run back and I'm like, wait, no, this is a terrible idea. These are supposed to be made in ancient Rome, not... And that's a modern safe. The ancient Romans knew the code. But anyway.
So hey, look, maybe they got it from there. But look, it makes sense. I see what you're saying.
But anyway, so I'm like, oh, well, maybe it's in the museum. Turns out I way overthought where this save code could be. And you'll get to see that in the next episode. But
as you find it in the most simple spot.
Yeah, pretty simple spot, actually.
Yeah. I figured that'd be the case.
But yeah, so then I go help this nun who's being interrogated.
Okay. Why do you say it like that?
Well, you know, they're not just kind of having a conversation with her.
Yeah.
There's a whole thing about pulling teeth, a joke made about pulling teeth at the end of the scene.
Well, that's what I would expect in an interrogation in that situation.
And yeah, so then we do that. I go and find this whole new room. Like there's this whole new place I've never been before.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little room, nice little room. It has a fox and a cat in it. Not like a
like alive.
Yes.
Huh.
Yeah, they were just locked in this room, and I'm like, I walk in, I'm just like, oh,
food for the fox.
This is weird. I'm just sitting there like the cat and the fox, and I'm like, wait, is this?
Are they both pets?
Oh,
is the cat the food for the fox when it finally gets hungry?
I don't know. I was like standing there, I'm just like, oh, okay, well, what? Huh? This doesn't make any sense.
Oh, it doesn't.
And then I'm like walking around. I'm like, am I about to get attacked by the fox? Like, maybe it's just a dog, but it definitely like. There's models of German shepherds in the game, right?
Okay.
Because like, that's the guard dog.
Ooh,
So
yeah,
the dog that's going to attack you, and this is a different model. And as I said, it looks like a fox. I'm just like, is that a fox? Is it just a random fox in here? It's probably a little bit too big to be a fox. I've never seen one in real life, so I don't know how sizable they are. But it definitely
did it make a weird sound.
No, it didn't really make any sound.
Okay.
The cat made a lot of sound, and I was like, "Oh, shut it!" But
yeah.
Anyway, there's also like 2 puzzles in this one which are diabolical. Not because they're actually hard puzzles. The puzzles themselves are quite easy. It's just they actually ask you to think. Well, okay, one of them asks you to think, and the other one is like supposedly a handwritten note.
Okay.
Where you're trying to take what's written there, and it's really simple.
Yeah.
There's stuff written there. Letters are circled, and then you've got a piece of paper that tells you what where 2 letters integrate what number it should be to open the safe.
Okay.
Now that's fine, except I'm reading, I'm looking, I'm going, okay, this is the code. It's not the code. Why isn't it the code? Going through, and then I was like reading something, and I was like, wait, no. I know Italian. I've studied Italian.
Okay.
I know that shouldn't be an A. Because
Okay.
A is feminine, and when you're talking about God,
Okay.
it would be masculine. O.
Well, yeah.
And I was like, but that doesn't... And then I'm like, fuck, that word ends in an O, not an A, but it fucking looks like an A. And so the whole time I'm like, I don't know what the code is. Like, I'm like, this should be the code, but it's not working. No. Because it's supposed to be a handwritten note, and they've just fucking... I'm like, that's bullshit.
Yeah.
It's like, that is an O. I'm like, I only deciphered that because I fucking remembered the, you know, much like many of the European languages, Italian has masculine and feminine words.
Well, yes.
That end differently. And I'm like, which is bullshit. Because I'm like, fucking, like, this is the worst fucking shit ever. So anyway, so I got that code right. The other one, the one that made me think, I was like looking at it and I'm like, it pretty much, again, gives you the code.
Yeah.
And you're like, the code doesn't work. And you're pretty much told in one of the letters that you have, the code doesn't work.
Yeah.
You're like, why doesn't the code work? And so I'm trying the code, and then I'm like, well, maybe I just have to try the code from a different day. You know, maybe it's the same code from just one of the different days. So I go for the day before that it's supposed to, and I'm like, oh, that didn't work. And I'm like, oh, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's... And then as I'm sitting there looking through all of the information I have, it's like, okay, so this came in on a Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
and then I have a calendar, and I'm like, okay, and there's Wednesday, the day it's saying the shipment came in. Then I go back to a piece of paper, and it's like, blah, blah, blah. And I keep flicking through, and then I'm like, wait, what? I go back to the piece of paper, and it's like, oh, this says this thing came through on the 15th. So you go back to the calendar, and the day that say it's arrived is the 20th. So you go back to the 15th, which is a Friday. And you put in the code for Friday, and then it opens, and you're just like, fuck me.
Okay, that sounds right.
And like a little bit of thought was needed there, and you need to actually like read the information on all the stuff.
Of course.
Which is, you know, it's one of my weak points. I don't like to read all the information. I'm a gun ho kind of guy.
We've noticed.
But yeah, as I said in the past, like one of the things I really like about this Indiana Jones game is that it does feel like an Indiana Jones movie.
Oh yeah.
Where it's like none of the puzzles are ever super hard.
Yes.
But they do encourage you to think a little bit. And the puzzles that I'm coming across, especially like in terms of like side quests and stuff, they're not difficult. You generally have all the information given to you. It's just putting that information together requires a little bit of brain power.
Yeah.
And I kind of love that. I think that's great. I think it's one of the best things you could have in an Indiana Jones game. And that's why I really, really like this game.
Yeah.
As I said, until I get to the end of it and I've finished it,
Yeah.
I will not say, like, it could take a massive nosedive any second. Like, you know, that's the reality of the modern video game market. You can't judge it off the first part of the game, or you know, until you finish the game, you don't know if it all of a sudden takes a fucking left wing turn and falls off a cliff and jumps over a shark and
Okay.
eats the baby and the bar. I don't know what
Where the fuck were you going with that?
Pretty much, you never know if a game, especially with the video game market and the way that they build video games, you can never tell just from the start of a game if it's going to maintain its quality. If it's going to stay that good. It might, as I said, just take a nosedive all of a sudden.
And a lot of games do it.
You know, go left off the stage and exit stage left or whatever.
And go right.
But, you know, like, from what I've seen so far, it looks good. It feels good. Everything is coming along really nicely.
Yeah.
Then, obviously, like, there are games, the reason I say this is there are games that spring to mind which had really, 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 really strong for, like, the entire game.
Mm-hmm.
And then they managed to not only bungle it in the last hour, but, like, you know, fucking, it's almost like they're like, here, hold on to our game. You've only got an hour to do, but can you just, and then they've gone, rightio. What they've done is thrown that out the window and gone, okay, let's start again. So not only bungled it, but managed to turn everyone against them as well. Yeah. And I don't believe that's going to happen in this game from what I've seen so far, but I'm not going to rule out the possibility.
You're going to have to wait till you get to the next location.
Well, here's the thing, right? I'm not even going to wait till I get to the next location. I'm just going to finish the game before I put out my final thoughts on it.
Yeah.
Because I think that's the safe thing. Because if we can all remember a little game, well, I say a little game, it was a franchise, Mass Effect. Yeah. They did a really strong first game that was beloved, a really strong second game that was beloved, a really strong start of the third game, and then managed to bungle not only the third game, but the entire series in the end of the third game.
See, I wasn't aware of that. I never played Mass Effect.
Turn all of the goodwill from 3 games that was like a 10-year project.
Yes,
into everyone being like, well, that was shit.
Yeah.
And like people actually being like, give me my money back and my life back, please.
Please.
You fucked it. And like, that wasn't even like, oh, they've done it with one game. They'd been good for 2 whole games. They'd started and finished 2 whole games, and people were like, these guys know what they're doing. And then the last one, they were like, no, we don't. Fuck you all.
Pretty much.
And so, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like,
or they knew what they were doing, and then they were doing it as a fuck you all at the end of it.
They bungled it. They bungled. And,
yes.
They took it, they made a bungle, they fucked it up. And that was, as I said, like, you do it with a game, and people are like, "Wow, how'd you do that?"
Yeah.
But they did it with a series. Like,
yeah,
that's the thing that like absolutely blows my mind is like, because the last part of the last game was the end of the series.
Yes.
By fucking that up, they fucked up the whole series. Like they retroactively made 2 great games worse.
Yeah.
By fucking up the end.
Nicely done, guys. Nicely done.
Because you kind of like sitting there going like, yeah, so this game's great, but I know what we're working towards now.
Yeah.
But
it's kind of like sort of. I mean, I don't think it ruined the franchise, but like the 4th Jack and Daxter game.
No, I was gonna say Dark Souls.
No, just the 4th Jack and Daxter game that very few people know of.
Yes, because that's the driving one, isn't it?
No.
Oh.
So that one technically not part of the storyline. It is, but there's another one.
Right.
Which I believe was called Lost Frontier.
Right.
You barely ever hear about it because of how bad it is.
Right.
I haven't played it. I do have it, so I can play it. I got it for free. So
what about Banjo Kazooie Nuts and Bolts?
I never played Banjo Kazooie.
Well, you got Banjo Kazooie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Classic Nintendo.
Sorry,
game.
no, I did play it briefly. When you remember when we used to go into stores and they had the actual console there, you can briefly play some of a game.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the only time I've ever played Banjo Kazooie.
Okay, this is totally off topic, but now I'm bringing it up because you opened the door.
I know I opened the door.
Back when I was little.
Yes.
And it was the era of the PlayStation and the Nintendo 64.
Correct, yes.
I had a PlayStation, which I loved, don't get me wrong. Spyro was great.
Oh, cool.
What are the other games I played on the Xbox? The PlayStation. Gauntlet Legends, that was great.
Yeah.
Did
you play any Ratchet and Clank?
No, because it was a PlayStation 1. Era of the PlayStation 1.
Yeah, fair enough.
But anyway, so it was PlayStation and the Nintendo 64.
Yeah.
A friend of mine had the Nintendo 64, and we played a lot of Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Fair.
Mario Kart.
Mm-hmm.
That's about it, really.
Smash Bros?
Yes, bit of Smash Bros. But like just games like that. But
yeah,
I never had the 64, so I never really played the one-player games like Legend of Zelda. Banjo Kazooie, Donkey Kong, all those kind of things.
Yeah.
I knew they existed. I knew they were fun, but I never really played them because, like, obviously, when you go to your friend's house, you don't sit on their console and be like, let me just play this one-player game.
So you sit there and wait.
But anyway, so I had the PlayStation. A friend of mine had the 64.
Yeah.
We went to Melbourne for my cousin's wedding, and there was this restaurant. I think no, it wasn't where they were having the reception, but there was this restaurant that was close to where we were all staying. And I say restaurant, it was like a club, like a sailing club or something like that.
Okay.
And so we'd go there. Like we were there for like 4 or 5 days, and we'd go there every day but the wedding day, because obviously the wedding day we were going to the reception and everything like that.
Yes.
But this place had a playground, right?
Yeah.
Like I think it was a 2-story playground. Like it was massive. Like they'd given up a lot of their inside, because it was all inside as well.
Yeah,
which is brilliant. But they'd given up a lot of it to have this playground. But then on the walls of this play area, they had 6 Nintendo 64s.
Hell yeah.
One of them had Mario Kart and 4 controllers on it.
Yeah.
And the rest of them were just one-player games. So like Legend of Zelda, Donkey Kong, Mario, Banjo Kazooie, and me and my cousins, and there were lots of us because my mum's one of 13 and everyone was there for the wedding.
Yeah.
Me and my cousins were running around playing video games. We like took over that whole thing. Like people would come in and be like, "Oh, there's a lot of kids here today." And it's like, "Oh yeah, that's just one family."
Yeah.
But yeah, it was great. It was great, and that's what you think about like just going to this place and then having like Nintendo set up there.
Well, yeah, because like we had one of the taverns we went to in Mackay.
Yeah.
Same sort of setup. Had the playground, had the consoles. Everyone just went for the consoles. The moment we get there, it's like, what do you want? I'm like, I'll get my nuggets and chips. I'm gonna go play some games.
Yep.
And that's all you did.
But yeah, so
that's
how I first played like most of the one-player Nintendo games.
Mine was like what I was talking about was when I was like, I went into, must have been like Big W or there was another store that's not around anymore that I can't remember the name of it right now.
Right.
But it was going into one of those places and they just had a couple of demos set up.
Oh yeah.
So you didn't have the whole game there. It was just a demo of the game. But I went in and one of them was like, I was playing Mario or Super Mario.
Yep.
And another one was like one was Banjo-Kazooie and another one was the Monsters Inc. game.
Oh, right.
They're the 3 games I played on those. But it was like in a store, not in like a restaurant or anything like that.
Yeah. But yeah, anyway, so the reason I bring that up is like Banjo-Kazooie classic.
Yeah.
Everyone loved it. Banjo-Tooie, pretty much the same thing.
Yeah.
No complaints. And then the third Banjo-Kazooie game, Nuts and Bolts, was completely different and everyone hated.
Yeah, makes sense.
Destroy your nostalgia, throw it in the fire.
Yes.
Yeah, but anyway, the point is that, yeah, I'm really enjoying Indiana Jones.
Yep.
I don't, as I said, I it feels like a proper Indiana Jones movie.
Yes.
Like one of the first 3, not the new 2. But I don't know if it'll stay that. I really hope it does, but
Nice.
I've kind of learnt from the past couple of years, you can't really trust Western video games to stay great.
Especially. Well, and that's because they put all the effort into the beginning of the game.
Well,
Fuck
who
the
knows?
rest.
Who knows? But like I said, hopefully it stays good. Hopefully it's, not going to just deteriorate into generic LA slop.
Yeah, pretty much.
But so far so good. I'm enjoying it. We'll just have to see. We'll have to see how we go.
Yes.
But I'm definitely hoping this is not like Black Ops 6. Definitely hoping it's not like that.
I'm just never going to install that.
Oh look, let's just put it this way. I was
Install
filming
it.
Black Ops 6 for the channel
Yeah.
and playing it off the channel.
Yeah.
And I was really enjoying it and like loving putting it on the channel until I got to a certain mission where I was like, oh, it's ruined everything in this game.
Yeah.
And then I just stopped putting it out. I uninstalled it off everything and I'm like, yeah, there's not going to be any more on the channel because I don't want to play this game anymore.
No, that's fair.
I'm like, they've ruined what it was.
Yeah.
And they've kind of shoehorned in something that I just don't really enjoy. And I was like,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
cool.
It's always fun.
Cool. And I was just done with it then. And I'm like,
I've been done with Call of Duty for a long time.
well, so was I. But again, I saw Black Ops 6 and went, oh.
Yeah.
Because it was almost perfect. It was almost exactly what you'd want from a Black Ops game.
Yeah.
Because don't get me wrong, Black Ops Cold War.
Yeah.
Didn't play a lot of it, but I played the story and I thoroughly enjoyed the story.
I think you made me play a little bit of Cold War, did you?
No.
No, you made me play a bit of one of the COD games in the story mode. I don't remember which one it was.
But anyway,
it happened.
but yeah, thoroughly I thoroughly enjoyed it and being like a Cold War game with the Cold War setting and getting to be more of a elite operator, spy-ish person instead of being like just random soldier number 52 or whatever. I was really enjoying that. And then this one comes along and wow, you actually are a CIA asset, and it's like, so it's more of the spy stuff. I'm like, cool,
Nice.
Still doing a lot of shooting. It's a COD game. What do you expect? But
Yeah.
there's other ways to do missions. You can be a little bit stealthy. You can do this. You can do that. Having a good time.
Yeah.
Then the zombie mission, and I was just like, no, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm like, you took me out of this realistic-ish world where it's like, this stuff could be happening in a more dystopian world. Because it was a little bit dystopian, but I'm like, yeah, this could be a real world that exists. Like, this could be an alternate timeline. And then when the zombies happened, I was like, nope, now we've gone too far. And I know that the people will be like, oh, but it was a biological weapon, so blah, 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 it's halluc... And I'm like, I don't care. I honestly do not
So,
care.
tell you what, I like the zombies in the COD games. Keep it separate from the main story.
I
though.
like zombies in COD.
Yes.
I like zombie mode. It's great.
Yes.
However, I don't want that in my story.
Yeah.
I don't want that in what was a very, very fun spy thriller type thing.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh, wow, this could almost be a realistic, it's sort of like whenever you see a movie that's like kind of like akin to history and you're like, oh, okay, so this is like, oh, what if this happened at this point in history instead, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
It's like, this is kind of what we have here. And yeah, when they added zombies, I was just like, no, I'm done.
Yeah,
I'm like, we've gone off the rails here. Anyway, Indiana Jones. Hopefully we stay on the rails. Obviously, I was gonna like, there's a few things and I'm like, oh, you'd never really know with Indiana Jones, because obviously Indiana Jones is like, again, the real world with a bit of fantasy mixed into it.
Yeah.
So, don't know what will happen, but hopefully we stay on the rails, and we can forgive a little bit of like fantasy elements in an Indiana Jones movie or game, because that's sort of what that world is.
Yeah.
It's like, what if all the myths and legends were true? Anyway.
Yeah.
Indiana Jones.
Yes. Moving on.
Yes, to Wednesday, Chris. What came out on Wednesday?
Wednesday was Satisfactory.
Was Satisfactory.
I believe that's our final recording at the moment. No? There's more?
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Yeah, so the first part of the last Satisfactory film came out. The name is fitting.
I didn't actually pay attention to the name.
Yeah, the name is A Permanent Temporary Solution.
Okay, yeah.
Obviously, if you've been following us with Satisfactory and for any amount of time, you'll realize that me and Chris have this tendency to be like, okay, this is working for now, so we're just gonna leave it for now, and later on we'll come back and fix it.
And then we don't.
And then we don't, because it's working.
Yeah.
And it's not pretty. It's not the best, but it works. So why would we spend time making it not work just to make everything a little bit more better? And so in this episode, I go to take care of some oil. Obviously, kind of an oil baron. Like
You are now, yes.
I'm just the guy who's going to get out there and get oil.
You're the one that sells the oil. I'm the one that supplies the power. We have everything.
Yeah. So I go over to the oil place, and I was honestly not planning to do anything over there. Like, just get it all up and running and then be like, okay, well, I don't want to do anything here until I get these certain things so that I can do what I want to do in the long run.
Yes.
But it turned out to get to these certain things, we needed oil manufacturing already running. So I had to set up the manufacturing.
Yes.
And I don't know why, but for some reason I was like, well, this is going to work. And I just started doing stuff. And so now where we have our oil, as you can see in the thumbnail, there's just this mess of pipes going everywhere. Because I was like, well, I'll take this to here and that to there. And then I was like, oh, well, now I need to get something. Okay, well, we'll just go over these pipes. And so in the same way that we set up our base, which was just, this works for now.
Yeah.
I've set up the oil and I'm like, this works for now.
Yeah.
And the reality of it is that
it's never changing.
Well, no, I think this one will change because it's a little bit easy to change, but it won't be for some time. Because first of all, we've got to get the elements that I need to change it, which we haven't unlocked yet.
And we're almost there. We're almost there.
When we do get there, what else will I be doing at that time?
No, that's a fair
like,
point.
when will I actually have time to go back and fix this up?
So it's like us going in and fixing up the main base. It'll happen eventually, maybe.
Exactly. So it's like, this is a temporary solution that will probably stay until God knows when. But
pretty much, yeah.
That's what I was doing. Kris was just being an Argo, as he always is.
Hey, it was moving us along.
Argo.
Wow. Wow.
And also, like, just once again proving he is, without a doubt, just the worst person.
And what did I do to make that happen?
Okay, so for this whole episode, I'm pretty much over the oil,
Yeah.
getting the plastic and the rubber running. Like, I'm literally talking to you about it as I do it.
Yes.
As well as, like, you know, getting rid of the offshoots of stuff. Because, I don't know if you know much about Satisfactory, guys, but there's, like, whenever you make something, there's a byproduct, and if you don't deal with
the stage we're at, because initially they were...
Oh, yeah.
Yes, but at the
But,
stage
like,
we're at...
if it makes something in a byproduct, and you don't deal with the byproduct, you stop getting the thing made, because, like, no, we're full of the byproduct, you need to deal with that.
Yeah.
So I had to make something that just deals with the byproduct.
Of course, yes.
Which is fine. And,
Which we can use later, but we just haven't unlocked the stuff to use.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
So,
yeah.
I'm doing all that, but it's mainly so that I can make rubber and plastic, which is what we need.
Yes.
And so I spend the whole episode doing that.
Yes.
And then I'm like, I get back, and because it's what we need, I do it. And then Kris is like, at the end of, like, literally in the last, like, 2 minutes of the episode, Kris is like, hey, did you finish that thing that we needed done? And I was like, yes, that is what I spent the entire episode doing, getting all of that stuff running so that we would have this stuff ready to go, so that we could finish the milestone and fucking move on to that. And he's like, wow, I didn't even fucking notice. I'm like, it's what I was talking about the entire episode.
Hey, look, I was a little distracted. Don't know what by, but let's face it, I didn't hear a word you said.
Just the worst ending Uggo. And yeah, so that was good fun. It was like the whole episode, I'm like over there tinkering with stuff, killing things, tinkering with stuff, killing things, tinkering stuff, talking about what I'm doing, and Kris is just like, yeah. Kris is even helping me at points. I'm like, hey, I need to do this. What do I do? Oh yeah, do this. Right, yeah, boom, boom.
I helped you at points.
Yes, I'm asking you questions, and you're like, oh, let me just look that up for you because I'm doing shit. And then, and then at the end of it, you're just like, oh, I didn't even realize you were doing stuff. I'm like, what the fuck did you think I was doing?
I don't fucking know.
Anyway, I digress.
Yes.
But yeah, so that was Satisfactory. The second part of the episode, I actually can't remember what we did in that. I definitely remember.
I think I made the
exploring. I did some exploring.
Yes, and I believe I made our main base worse.
No, you did that in this one.
Oh, that was in this one?
Yeah.
Oh, you just didn't find out until the next one.
I'll go. But yes, we come to a head on that in the next one, and yeah. So I can't remember what's happening in it because you know it was filmed like 3 weeks ago, but
that sounds right. Yes.
There is a part 2 coming out that will continue on the story of oil.
Yeah. We can't get off oil at this point.
Can't get enough of it.
No.
But yeah, so that's Satisfactory. We put together. Well, we're now oilmen.
Yeah.
Actually, there is one more thing that happened in this one which I fucking loved, which is I'm asking you a question and you respond to me, and I just give you back like my generic kind of I'm not thinking response, where I just say the thing you said and boy at the end of it.
Okay.
You say to me, I'm like, oh, where do I keep my coal? And you're like, I have a lot of coal on me, and I'm just like, yeah, because you're a coal boy. And for some reason, you just get so upset about it.
I don't remember that.
And then we go into a whole conversation about Santa. But
wait, what?
Yeah. So check that one out, guys. If you want to see us giving Santa a hard time.
No, I'm gonna have to check that out. I don't remember it.
And Kris getting just really upset about just coal boy. I don't know why that hurt you so much.
I'm probably like sitting there and not even paying attention to what the fuck I'm saying.
No, because I'm like, you literally say like, I have so much coal in my pockets, and I'm just like, yeah, because you're a coal boy, and you're just like, oh.
Okay, I'm gonna have to look at this. I don't remember it.
But yeah, it was good. It was good. I like that.
Yeah.
It was probably one of those, you know, in every episode there is just this one-off line that is just, it shouldn't be as funny as I find it, but I just do because it's like the connotations that go with it, and just how upset you are at nothing.
Yeah.
It's a nothing statement that really has no meaning behind it.
Did I proceed to get rid of the coal?
No.
Okay.
But yeah, so that was Satisfactory. Obviously on Friday.
That's right, because I realized it was the compressed coal that you gave me. That's why I didn't get rid of it.
Obviously on Friday we have the podcast.
Yeah.
So if you're watching this, thank you for joining us. And then this week is Minecraft week, which
yes, it is
interesting because I haven't filmed anything for it yet, and I have no idea what I'm going to film for it. So unless I can come up with an idea between now and tomorrow morning, there probably won't be a Minecraft because I will need to film it ASAP.
Yes.
I do have one thought in mind, which is just to build the another railway station down at the farm. You know, the Easter farm that we made.
Yes.
That place needs its railway station. I'm like, okay, I can do that if I really run out, don't have any ideas. Obviously, me and Kris have been talking about some stuff we can do, but to do that, I need to do some building.
Yeah, there's some setup that's got to go with it.
And I just haven't had time to do any building yet.
Yeah.
That's why I've got about 3 things I need to set up builds for.
Yes.
Which it means probably 3 or 4 hours just in Minecraft doing nothing, and I just haven't had the time over the last couple of weeks. Normally I would have had the time over the last couple of weeks, but just not this time.
Yeah.
So unfortunately there might not be a Minecraft this week. Sorry guys. Again, I do apologize, but I also say if you want to check out Minecraft, there's probably an episode you haven't seen that we've filmed somewhere, so check out the channel.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, I am thinking maybe after Halloween starting a Sky Factory 4 server. And that way we can kind of have a Sky Factory episode and then non-Sky Factory episodes. And, you know, for episodes when we were like, oh, we don't really have anything to do in normal Minecraft.
Yeah.
We can jump over to Sky Factory and continue Sky Factoring.
Yeah.
It's a word.
It makes sense. I understood what it meant.
Yeah. So like that's probably the plan. Again, as I said, it probably won't happen until after Halloween. Because the Halloween is pretty much ready to go. We just have to put Kris in it and make him upset.
Okay, why do I have to be upset?
It just makes me feel better.
He's got a point.
Other than that, guys, the shorts, the shorts still coming out. I have to sit down and watch an episode to get up some new shorts. Because, again, as always, our Minecraft shorts are kind of do the best.
Well, yes, of course.
And I am out. I have one short left to make out of the last episode I was done.
Yes.
So I've got to spend a little bit more time doing that as well.
Yep.
So, as you can imagine, that also takes away from time that I can use to make videos and stuff. Because it's all part of the channel. But yeah, that's where we are. Other than that, Kris, subscriber count 319.
We're getting there. We're almost there.
We are almost there.
Yeah.
334.
That's what we need.
Because that's the next milestone, guys. That's the next milestone. It's not far away, but it's the next milestone. But yeah. Other than that, I think that just about wraps up channel news. Nothing else to add, Kris?
Yeah, I think it's pretty solid on that one.
Yeah. So yeah, that wraps up channel news. Kris doesn't have anything to add.
Not this time.
No surprises there.
Hey, whoa.
So we'll just gander on into the next part.
Indeed.
So obviously, my life at the moment is being pretty much dictated by the baseball playoffs.
Yes.
They started today.
Yeah.
Which is the 1st of October here in Australia. But
It is.
They started today.
Yeah.
And the Dodgers are hopefully going to win. I think by the time this comes out, I will know if they're in the next.
Well, yes.
I'll know if they moved on. But yeah, so that's a big thing in my life right now because playoff season, hey, it's the best time of the year.
Of course. Yes.
Every game gets televised, and
True.
so I can just spend days watching baseball.
And he does.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. That's why I play video games of it. That's why I watch it.
Yeah.
That's why I wear caps. Let me tell you, after a long discussion, like this is just something, right? Look at this hat. Look at this hat. Right? It's a beautiful hat, right? Very nice. I've come to the realization that I love snapbacks the most. Of all the hat types, snapbacks probably my favorite.
I think I have 2.
Like hats?
No, specifically snapbacks.
Oh,
I have like 5.
oh. A little bit upsetting, but yeah, okay.
Cool. Because it's a small number.
I think I have 5 in this room.
Yeah, no, that sounds right. I'm not even gonna look, but it sounds right.
I definitely have at least 4 in this room.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. And then I have like, so here's a fun fact for you. I have the hats that I wear all the time. I think I currently have like 10 just sitting around in my room upstairs.
That sounds right.
Plus the ones in here.
Mhm.
Then I also have this box that is pretty much strapped down. Like the lid has to be strapped onto it because it's so full of hats that it can't have its lid on anymore.
Yeah. Well, now I'm gonna have to go home and check the number, but I think it's like 5.
But let me say, like, because I have a lot of different styles of hats. I have a few of the ones that have a little cord that you pull to tighten them up, the variable tightens, if you will. I have a few.
I actually haven't seen one of those.
My more creamy Dodgers one is one of them.
Ah, okay, fair enough. Yeah.
I have a few of the fitted caps, the ones where they're just elastic. I don't really like them because if they're not super tight, well, if they are super tight, they're super tight. And you can't adjust them. If they're not tight, then they're not tight and they're just super loose.
Yeah.
But a snapback, I do love it.
Yeah. That's what you wear most.
It is because I love them. But yeah, anyway, baseball. It's been going well. That actually go.
Oh yes, the fingertips.
Yeah, the little finger hurts the most. But
the baseball injury.
Yeah. But I'm really looking forward to it. Hopefully the Dodgers can go all the way again. And yeah, as I said last week, sport is all the sports that I generally watch are kind of coming to an end. Yes. But it is football season, and I do like football. I watched the Cowboys play yesterday.
Okay, yes.
And it ended up being a draw. And that was upsetting because I really wanted them to win. And it looked really good. Like, I was like, oh, they're going to win. And then they didn't stop a guy, and they got a field goal, which tied the game. And then they went into overtime, and then both teams got a field goal, which tied the game. And then they were like, okay, we're done. Game over. I was like, oh, fuck.
Sounds right.
Yeah, no, it was a bit upsetting because like there was a point where we were up by, like, we were up and then they would score a touchdown and we'd be down by 4, and then we'd score a touchdown and we'd be up by 3, and then score a touchdown and we'd be down by 4, and then we'd score, and then like with 2 minutes to go, I'm like, oh, 2 minutes to go, and both teams have all of their timeouts. I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
But we were up by 3, and I was like, cool, excellent. All we have to do is keep them getting in field goal range. They got in field goal range. They kicked the field goal. We went to overtime. And I was like, fuck.
Of course.
And then in overtime, pretty much the same thing happened. We just have to stop. No, we didn't. Okay, excellent.
Nice, sweet. Yeah.
Go us.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, football season starts, so, I'm going to watch a few games for that. It's a good way. I think it's a good thing to have in the background because, like, there's just... You can't really watch a football game for 3 hours.
Yeah.
And I think you remember that time I came around to you to show you the last 2 minutes of a game, and it took us 15 minutes to watch.
Yes. Yeah, I remember that.
There's a lot of stoppages, but yeah, no, that football started. The Big Bash will be on over summer. Unfortunately, that hasn't started yet, so we just have to deal with normal cricket, which is again upsetting. We talked about that last time. I don't need to go into it again.
If you want to know, go back and watch that.
Go back and watch that. At the end of that, I get a little bit unhinged about cricket.
Yes.
But yeah, that's what's going on in my life at the moment. Other than that, I've been playing a bit of The Sims.
Back to The Sims,
making houses.
Yeah.
Usually, if I don't spend as much time making houses as I have on this one, but I'm like, you know what? There's a housing market crisis in my sim game. There's too many Sims and not enough houses.
Okay, fair enough.
So what I've had to do is I've had to go into these places and start building houses.
Have they just started making this game like
real well? No.
Real well? No,
no,
I mean,
no.
it seems like it.
No, I put some Sims into empty blocks because I was like, oh yeah, this will be funny. And then I was like, wait, no, I should probably build them a house. And because that's the part of the game that I actually enjoy, it's like, yeah, I'll just go in and build these houses.
Yeah.
But usually I'm kind of like, I get bored with it really quickly.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm like, I don't actually want to do this. And so I like kind of like just cop out on the houses. But this time I haven't been. This time I'm like, okay, I'm going to actually use my architectural mind to build houses that look nice and have functionality.
Well, yeah.
And so I've been spending a bit of time doing that. It takes me about 5 hours per house at the moment.
Yeah.
And so I've done like 3.
Yep, that sounds right.
You know, that's what I've been doing. Because again, I love it. I'm just sitting there being like, I'm playing baseball on the Xbox. I'm like, and when I'm not, when stuff's not happening here, I can be fiddling with houses.
Yeah.
Well,
that's fair.
And, you know, and I'm giving myself little challenges while doing it. So it's like, okay, what is the neighbor house? And it's like, okay, there is no neighbor that you can see in this property, so I can just do whatever I want. But if it's like there's a neighborhood that I can kind of see, and there's a style going on, I try and like match that style while giving it my own kind of little je ne sais quoi.
Yes.
But
that's smart.
Yeah, so it's like the one I'm working on at the moment is the house next to it is like a classic kind of like 2-story Americano kind of like
yeah.
I want to say like classic Americano 2-story house. So wood paneling,
nice,
pointed roofs, white picket fence kind of stuff. And I'm like, okay, so like that's the vibe I'm matching.
Are you gonna do like one where it's like you see the neighborhood, you see what it's like, and then just go the complete opposite? Do a whole Addams Family situation.
Maybe. Kind of depends. Like there's a few places because I also Sims had a massive sale. That's why I'm playing it again.
Fair.
They had a big sale at the end of September, and I think I now own most of the add-ons for the game.
Fair enough.
So I've got like 15 worlds or something that I can add to, and each one has their own styles. So I'm like going through and just being like, boop, boop, boop. But yeah, so the one I'm working on at the moment, classic like Americano. So what I've done is like match the same kind of look, but I'm like using like instead of like wood paneling, I'm like using stone bricks and stuff like that. I'm like, so it's like modern, classical, because that's kind of what I love about like designing houses and stuff, and why I so detest the art gallery that we built here. Is because it doesn't match what's going on around it. It doesn't even try. And I think one of my favorite parts about design is like looking at the stuff that's around you and being like, okay, so this is the aesthetic, this is the vibe of this place. I want to build a modern building that has all of these modern techniques in it, but can I do that while still matching the vibe of this place? And because that's kind of what I'm doing. And so I'm looking around, matching the vibe. If there is no vibe, then I'm like, okay, I can do whatever I want. But if there's a vibe, if I'm feeling something, I'm like, okay, let's do this. Let's put this together.
That's the way to go.
That's it, yeah. And I'm loving it. I really enjoy that because like I think The Sims for me is like the whole point of it is building. And then once it's all built and it's like, okay, now you're actually playing the game, I just kind of let it auto run itself. And I just sit there doing other things.
I would do the same thing.
It's like, would be no point. Except for like when my Sim's talking to someone, I'm like, no, we're gonna become enemies with that person. That's the only time I really interfere. No, this person.
We don't like that person.
We have a vendetta against this person now. Let's do this.
Yes.
But yeah, other than that, like I'm just like, okay. And so like once I finish doing all the building and stuff, it's like The Sims has a lifespan of about 2 hours for me.
Yeah.
But I do have something like 300 hours in the game. Now that's split between me and my 2 sisters because they both play it as well. And they just play on my account because obviously I spend money on it.
Well, yeah, you've got the most stuff. So
exactly.
May as well not have to buy it again.
Exactly. But yeah, like so, like let's say.
I still think most of those hours would be you.
Let's say conservatively, the 2 girls have like half of that
time. I like how that's conservative. It's probably more accurate that they've got a third, but you know.
But yeah, most of that time is just me spent in building because obviously that's what I do, and so and then every now and then I just like go, okay, I'm bored. Delete my game, start a new one, and have to restart all of the building process again. But again, that's what I love. I love the design of things, and that's why I spend money on the game, because I'm like, oh, that's a new thing that I can add to my design portfolio.
Fair. That's fair.
But yeah. So that's what I've been doing. Spending, as I said, about 15 hours over the last week.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
It's not bad, but you know, like, it's because I haven't really had a whole lot of time to do anything with it.
No, yeah.
If I wasn't running the channel, if I wasn't working, if it was just like holidays, then I probably would have spent closer to like 40.
Yeah. That's what I would have. That is honestly the number I was going to say.
So you'd think so, but again, you know, the channel does keep me pretty busy. And then like doing things like because I'm watching the baseball, and you know it's NRL finals time, so I have actually been sitting down to watch those games where I normally don't give a fuck about them.
True, yeah.
And you know, and now, well, with American football starting again.
Yes.
For some reason, I'm blanking. I want to say NFL. Yeah.
That sounds right.
Yeah, it is the NFL. Yeah. NRL, NFL. You know, so
again,
gotta be careful. They are different sports. But yeah, with that starting again, it's like cool. I can just chuck that on the screen, and because of the nature of that game, you don't have to pay attention to it.
No.
Because the commentators are literally like, something's happening. You're like, something's happening.
Pretty much.
And then the rest of the time, they're like, look, we're talking to people. There's people on the sideline. They're doing stuff.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, so nothing's happening on the field.
Pretty much.
I kind of love that whenever like you're watching the NFL and they're like, boom, and look, there's the quarterback on the sideline and he looks stressed. And you're like, so literally for the last like 3 minutes, nothing has happened on the field because we've just been watching him on the sideline.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, that's exactly what's happening.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
But it's good fun. Good fun.
Oh, of course.
Obviously, I think basketball would be, basketball would still be going.
Yeah,
I don't remember when it started. Honestly, I don't. As I said last week, I don't watch that much basketball.
Yeah,
I find that it doesn't really matter.
No.
Until you get towards the end of the season, and I know you could say the same about like baseball. Again, it doesn't really matter until you get to the end of the season, but I actually enjoy baseball more.
Yeah, that makes sense. Which I have learned.
Yeah. Basketball's just a hard watch, I think, because it's like it's so fast paced, and it's like until the last quarter, nothing.
You literally look away for a brief point, and then it's like, oh, they're still no. They've had a couple plays between when I looked away and back. Yeah. So it's super fast paced.
Yeah, super fast paced. Yeah. But yeah,
especially with the height of some of those guys with the legs. it's like a couple of steps and they're at the other end of the court. It's like, Jesus Christ.
Legs for days. But yeah, other than that, not a whole lot's been happening.
Yeah.
Got some things I gotta like chase down with people.
You gonna help make those plaques for the kids?
Plaques?
For the baseball?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Oh, you didn't know about that.
No.
Byron has cut out a whole bunch of like home plate looking plaques for all of the kids.
How do you know this?
Because
I'm their coach. I'm their coach, and I don't know this.
Okay, here's the thing. The other coach?
Cheryl.
Yes, it was Cheryl. She came into Bunnings yesterday.
Right.
And then she's like, so I'm doing this. Do you know Darcy? And I'm like, I don't, my only thought when people ask that question is like, you've given me a fucking first name. There's many Darcys that I know. I immediately thought you first, and then she's like, "Says your last name." I'm like, "Yes, I do know it."
I know of him.
and then it's just like, "Oh yeah." So basically, we're doing this. There's making plaques for it. So she came in to paint up the plaques,
right?
That sort of thing. And I'm like, "You're not going to make Darcy do it?" And she's like, "No, I probably should have." I'm like, So she showed me like she's taken something, she's given it to Byron. Byron's cut it all out, and yeah.
No. How do you know? Why is it that you know more about things that are happening in my life than me?
I don't fucking. People keep walking up Just the fact that she's turned around and asked whether I knew you. So like, I had the first. I was like, did
Samantha.
you? It
It would be Samantha because she probably would have said something like,
Like-
if you go into Bunnings for paint, talk to Kris behind the counter.
probably, but it's the funny thing of she didn't say, "Do you know Sam?" It's, "Do you know Darcy?"
Yeah, because it would be like Samantha would have pointed you out, but it's definitely you're my friend.
Well, yeah.
But anyway, no, yes.
But that,
Look, I don't even.
that's how I know.
I don't even know when the breakup is. I don't even know when they're like when we're having the day for them. I'm just like,
I'm assuming you'll get a message just beforehand.
I'm assuming someone will be like, "Yo, are you going to this thing tomorrow?" I'll be like, I suppose so.
Yes, I had already planned on that.
I probably should, right? I am the coach after all.
I think that'd be a funny situation.
Yeah. No, I don't really pay attention to what's going on.
No, you don't.
It's also that like people just don't like.
People don't tell you,
Well,
or they do, but they tell you at the worst time.
Well, the thing is, because I'm not a parent, right? Because, like,
Yeah.
obviously the kids... So, each of the teams have their own chat.
Yes.
So, I'm in the men's team chat because I'm a member of that team.
Yes.
However, I also coached the ladies
Yes.
and the kids, but I never got put in their chats because I was just a coach. I'm not a part of that team or
Well,
a
yeah,
parent of a member of that team.
Yeah.
So I never got added to any of those chats. So I'd get messages and they'll be, "Are you doing this thing?" And I'm like, "What? No, I don't know anything about this," because it's not something that they tell the men. It's just
Yeah.
something that's being said to on the other chats, and it's like, I don't know, I'm not part of that. How the fuck would I know? Like, oh, we probably should have told you. I'm like, yeah, probably.
Yeah. It would make sense.
Would help. You want me there, but I don't know fucking what's going on.
Yeah.
So like I have the invitation to Byron and Sam's fucking engagement party or whatever upstairs on the fridge, and I haven't opened it yet. They're like, "Are you gonna come down?" I'm like, "No, I don't. When is it?" And they're like, "This time." I'm like, "Oh, at the moment I don't have any other plans."
That's it.
I'll
No.
keep you posted.
I legitimately, she mentioned Byron cutting it out, and I'm like, oh, that's right, they have an engagement party. I should probably pay attention to when that is.
October maybe.
It's definitely October. It's definitely on a Saturday,
Yeah.
so I can make it to it because I technically finish early on those days because I'm not actually working on those days.
How so?
Because I'm doing the course.
Oh,
So I'll be going to good. So instead of going to Bunnings, I'll be going to Good Life
right.
and doing stuff on those days. So I don't work at Bunnings any Saturdays this month
Right.
because I've got that to do.
That's fun.
Yeah,
That is something that's happening in your life, Chris.
it is indeed.
So,
So,
Chris, what's new with you? Nothing. Oh well, I'm doing my placement for fucking. Oh, so something's happening. You're just a fucking idiot.
hey, you didn't ask me whether something was happening today.
In other news, Chris.
Yes.
You remember that whole fucking dungeon master thing that I showed you with all like the books and stuff that can help you build a
Oh
story?
yes.
Yeah, I bought that.
Yeah, figured you would.
Yeah, I think we need to play some board games. I recently got a new one. So we need to put together a board game night. We need to get the group, the gang, the crew, who will play board games. Obviously, we don't want people who don't want to play board games there.
Because they just sit there on their phone.
Yeah, we'll set them on fire. That'll teach them. But no. We gotta organize a night where we're just like, hey guys, let's just go stand around somewhere and play board games.
There are people that will do that.
Darcy's got us covered.
Yeah.
And also we could do like a night or a tabletop role playing game night
I do want to get into it.
because I have so many of those. And I'm
We
thinking about buying a
need to
new one.
do it. That fucking new. Who would have guessed?
Like I have like 10 of those. Like I have a bunch of ones that are designed for like one shots.
Yeah.
Then obviously I've got like Blades in the Dark and all of the Star Wars stuff that like what we're doing with Caleb. Then I also have Rogue Trader, which is a 40k one. Then I also have Death Watch, which is another 40k one.
Yes.
And the one that I'm thinking of getting Well, actually, there's two that I want to kind of get. One of them
Yeah.
is a longer one, and it's a process of putting it all together before I kind of start playing. But it's called Delta Green.
Okay.
It's like picture yourself
Yeah.
in the '60s
Okay.
as a Delta Force operator.
Okay.
Yep. Now,
Yes.
picture Cthulhu mythos,
Oh.
and it's your job to deal with that.
You know, for some reason, I just pictured Austin Powers fighting Cthulhu.
Why?
I don't know.
That's not at all what I said to picture.
I'm aware of what we've just said.
Where
And that's
they're
what
like
popped in.
special forces, elite special forces,
Yes.
60s kind of technology, so
Yeah.
sort of modern but also clunky.
Yeah, well, yeah.
So it's like, yeah, we have night vision goggles, but the old ones, where it's like,
Yeah.
please don't be anything within a meter of my face because I have this giant fucking thing on my face.
Exactly.
And like, we have machine guns, but the old ones.
Yes.
So
No, I get that.
that's what I want to get in. I want to get more of. I have some of it, and I want to get more of it before we start playing because there's like some really cool stuff in it.
Oh, yeah, of course.
And I'm like, that's pretty cool. And like, so you can be like, one of the expansions I want to get, it's like allows you to be like just like different mercenaries, so different special forces and stuff. And I'm like,
Cool,
that's kind of cool. The other one that I want to get, I have, but I want to get more parts of is a Lord of the Rings one.
Oh, yes. Yeah,
So-
that'd be great.
Yeah, so
Because you
I wanna-
have looked at that.
I
We have discussed that a few
the
times.
Lord of the Rings one is pretty cool from what I
Yes.
can see. But as I said, I actually own parts of it.
Yes.
But I also have all of that kind of extra stuff now, where it's like not only to kind of help me be a better DM and put together more cool worlds. So
Like, we do need to get that together.
yeah, we just need to get
RPGs
something.
are fun, but like getting people together is tough.
I think that's what we need to kind of focus on. I think once we get through October,
Yes.
obviously it's the 1st of October today, but once we get through October, I say in November, when everything's kind of starting to slow down and everyone's starting to do, I say we start talking to some of our friends,
Yes.
who would be interested,
Mhm.
and trying to like set it up like once a month, just to be like, okay, once a month we're gonna do this, right?
And see, that shouldn't be difficult to get people together. So yes, I agree.
And then then we can look at like doing just like board game nights more often, but like have like one day a month where like on this day of this month we will play role playing games.
Yes.
So we'll say like let's get started at like 2 PM or whatever on a weekday. Set up some beers, have pizza,
Yeah.
and just fucking chill. And we'll play some role playing games.
That's a great idea. I'm not sure two in the afternoon on a weekday is going to work for everyone. But
Not
yeah.
weekday, weekend, idiot.
You said weekday.
Well, a day of the week. That is what a weekday is.
No, but generally when people say weekday, we talk the five ones where everyone's working.
No. I'm thinking
on a
more like
weekend.
a Saturday. But
Okay, yeah, that makes more sense. Then we've got to make it specific on which Saturday, because
well, it'd be
obviously,
one Saturday a month. So
we just have to make sure it's on one that I don't.
it's not like we're sitting there being like, hey, go, let's let's do this every Saturday. No, like one Saturday
No,
a
I
month.
get that. I get that.
And so that people can plan around it because obviously people are busy. People have
Yes.
things going on.
True.
But that's why it's like, and that's why you're trying to do, and because I'm trying to be respectful of people's time, that's why I'm like 2 PM.
Well,
'Cause
yeah.
that way you have like
There's stuff to
2
do
to
in the
6, you got like 4 hours there that you can use for it because obviously role-playing games take so fucking long.
Well, yes.
But then, you can stop, have dinner, and everyone can be like home by like 9 o'clock because I know that everyone's not a night owl like me.
Yeah, all right.
So,
Oh, it's fun.
so like that way it's like, yeah, we can plan to do stuff, and if and then figure out the rest from there. But I think we should definitely just be like, yo, we're gonna do this. If you want to be involved in it, let us know, and then we can make some plans. Definitely wouldn't be Dungeons and Dragons.
No, that's fair enough.
Because there's no point in that.
No, because then we're just sitting there rolling constantly. That's it.
Exactly.
I mean, it's not a bad game, but that's what you do.
Yeah.
But
But,
I do
yeah.
have dice to play games with dice.
Many dice.
Many dice.
Between the two of us, we have dice.
We do indeed.
Is what we got.
He's got more than I do, but I have dice.
I have more variety than you too.
True.
So I have the Star Wars dice.
It's true. Whereas most of the dice I have are
I
just
dice.
the set, the D4 or the D20.
But yeah. Oh, and the other one, there's actually one more game that I want to get, which is Vampire the Masquerade.
Ah, yes.
That whole series, but there's a lot in it.
I figured. When you said the whole series, I'm like, no, there's a lot there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's kind of my goals. So obviously the reason that we have to wait till after October is that most of this month I think is going to be spent trying to get this Halloween party going.
True.
Um,
And I also have to focus on other things.
Yes.
For most of this month.
so we gotta reach out to a few people, talk to a few people, make sure see if they're keen on coming.
Yeah.
And then once that's all sorted, get some Halloween shit together.
Yeah. Pretty straightforward.
Yep. But that'll be fun. That should be good, hopefully.
The costume will be difficult.
Mm,
I don't have money.
that's how it works.
It really is.
Go get a whole bunch of cardboard boxes from Bunnings and come as a Gundam.
Yes.
All you need is a knife and something to stick it all together, and an artistic soul.
That
And
is
paint,
true.
and you have lots of paint. And when people like to, Chris, what are you using all of the store's paint for? You'd be like, don't worry about it. It's a thing I'm doing.
As I usually walk out in the full suit. Don't worry.
Don't you worry. And you're like just like painting bits of cardboard though. What's that for? And you're like, don't worry about it.
Don't worry.
Okay, gotta take this home now and finish it off. Oh yeah, good work, Chris.
Oh, nice.
Because I know you guys have all that paint that you guys use for painting shit.
It is there.
Yeah, exactly. You
it
can
is
just
there.
use that. So, you know,
It works.
on the cheap, mate.
Exactly.
On the cheap. Anyway, guys, we've been going for long enough. I don't really have anything else to add to this one. So,
Yeah.
thank you for joining us. If you like the video, consider liking, sharing, commenting, or subscribing. If you haven't already, it really does mean a lot to us here as we try and approach that next milestone of 334.
Yes.
If you want to see more from me and Chris, check out the rest of the channel. We play a whole variety of video games.
Indeed we do.
We do.
Yeah.
We also have the podcast where we get together and just chat. It's generally just rubbish.
Yeah.
But other than that, guys, once again, thank you for joining us. I've been Darcy. That is Chris.
Yes, it is.
And we'll catch you next time right here on the channel.
Indeed.
See you later, guys.
So.
Double finger guns.
Yeah.
Still bringing it back.